In this video, we'll go over the solution for the Excel challenge investment company Excel Quest. So, you were provided with this spreadsheet here. On the left side, we have about 4,847 ticker symbols, and you need to find the information for all of those companies. So, Excel has a cool feature that we can get company information just based on their ticker symbol. So to get started, we can select all the ticker symbol that we want to gather information from. We can come here, we can click in data, and then we can go to stocks. After we do this, we just need to wait for a few seconds for Excel to recognize all of those ticker symbols. And okay, so it recognized, but we can see here that some it will not recognize. In this situation, what you need to do, you need to come here and see what's happening here. So it looks like it was not able to find that one just because maybe spelling error or something, or sometimes there's two companies that have very similar ticker symbols and it will just ask you to select one of the two. But let's go to the top. Now that we have here, if you click right here, you'll be able to see just an overview of the company, all the information that you can extract from them, and we can see here. Okay, awesome. Now we can just get some of that information right into columns. We can do that by coming here, clicking here. Let's get the ticker symbol first. Where's the ticker symbol? Right here, official name. Okay, let's see, official name, and so on. So you can just keep doing that, but let's see what happens here. We see here that's looks like it's a formula. So we can actually, after we fill all the information here, we can just come here and drag and drop, or we can just double click here to fill all the rows. And that's what would happen. But here is one that I already did the same thing, but I just did for all columns. So here, when you got here, you'd have to actually get the state and the zip code from the headquarter address. You can do that by creating formulas, or I'll show the state by using a different method, and then the zip code just using a formula. So for the state, I'll come here. I know that the state is California, so I'll just type CA. I can come here, I can hold Control and click E. And it will just do all of that for us. Whenever you're using this method, I recommend you check to see if it did properly. So let's just come here and see this one did properly. You can just sample and see if it brought all of those properly. It looks like it did. It's important that the data right here in this column follows the same pattern, because if we go down here, we can see that some here didn't work because it's actually not in the US, so it's not in the same structure, the same structure as the other rows. So now that we did that, let's get the zip code, and let's do this by using a formula, a combination of formulas. So the first one, I want to know exactly where the state is in this string here in this cell, because if I know that, I know that I just need 5 characters after CA, comma, or the state, comma, and a space. So let's come here and let's just add a comma to this one. We can just do that by doing this. Oops. This right here. Let's scroll in here so that you can see. Now that we have that, let's see where that is in the string. So we can come here, we can just use the find this text within this string. Boom, that's what we have. Now we can use a mid formula, a mid function. We can come here, and the text that we want to find is, let's see, actually, we come here, and the start number is this one, and the number of characters is 5. Let's see what this will bring in. So it looks like it did this. So let's change this. We need to start a little bit later. So let's come here, let's add a few characters here. Let's add 3. Looks like we need to add one more, so instead of 3 we add 4. Okay, looks like we got it. Now we can just combine this into just one formula. Just by doing this, let's combine this. So if we see here, if we click here, we see that this here is bringing from here, so we can just come here, copy the formula, and then we can come here and just paste right here, and we have that. But now we see here that now this one is coming from here, so we can come here, copy that formula, and we can just paste right here, and now we have in one formula. So we can just copy that formula, come here, and insert right here, and we have it. Now we just need to drag down to all the rows. So let's see if we did properly. It looks like it did this one. Again, I always just sample and see if it's working as it should. So now that we have this one, this complete, we can answer the questions that we have. So looks like that the first question that we have is, which industry has the highest aggregated market cap? We can answer that question just by creating a pivot table. We can come here, insert, and we can come here to pivot table. Since we already have a tab here, let's go to existing worksheet. We can go there, we can just come here, and we have this one. Since we want to use multiple pivot tables, we can just come here and copy this pivot table to here, and actually looks like that it didn't work. So actually let's just fill this one first. So industry, which industry has the highest aggregate market cap? So we can come here, we can bring in the market cap to values. We don't want the count, so we need to click here and click sum. So we got the sum, but it's by industry, so we need to bring in the industry. We can bring it to rows, and then we can come here and we can sort largest to smallest, and then we can change this one to dollars, and we see here that looks like software and IT services has the highest aggregated market cap. Now we can just copy this one and we can just paste right here, and we can answer the second question, which is, which companies have the highest market cap? So instead by industry, we need by company, so we can bring the ticker symbol or the official name, and then we can sort here, and we get, looks like it's Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet. Now it does make sense why software and IT services is in the top list. Now we can do the same thing. We can just copy here and paste right here, and actually I'll just do that for all of these here. Now the third question that we have is, which companies have the largest number of employees? So we have the companies here already, so we just need to drag this out and bring the number of employees. And because this one we don't need a count, but we need the sum as well, we can also just come here and filter largest to smallest, and here, because it's not a dollar, we can just change it to, actually, let's just do general. Okay, so that's the number of employees that we have. Now for the fourth question, which state has the most companies headquartered? So we can just come here. We don't need official name or market cap, but we can come here and we can bring state, and then we can bring in ticker symbol, and we can just sort this. So it looks like California has the most companies registered with the SEC. The ticker symbol that I got here for this challenge is all from the SEC website. So let's come here and let's answer the fifth question. Which zip code has the most companies headquartered? So we can just come here, and actually we can just use this one here instead. we can just come here and delete this portion here, paste this one, this one here, and we can change state and put zip code. And we need the count. We can come here and filter from largest to smallest, and it looks like it's this one here. So we could take this one, and actually let's just do that just for curiosity. Let's go Google Maps. Okay, 1 second. We can bring here, and now we can just go to Google Maps and we can search for this here, and it looks like it's San Diego right here. So that's where we have the most companies registered with the SEC located at. So this is the challenge. When you're creating this yourself, you may get different numbers because the data updates. But if you come here and you click in data on my solution file and you click refresh all, it should refresh and you get the same data that you were getting. You'll be able to match with mine. So thanks so much for visiting, and I'd love to see your comments below. So thank you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.